Welcome, my name is Jacqueline Roberts, and this is my Module 5 for EDL 856, Understanding My Community of Prospect Valley Elementary School. So I wanted to kind of show you where we're located. First of all, this image on the top left here shows Wheat Ridge, the city in which our school is located. Our school is located right here. And then if you zoom out a little bit, you can see that we are just west of Denver, about 10 miles. So we are in the metro area of Denver, Colorado. Our student population at Prospect Valley is 493. This was of last year. And the Wheat Ridge population is just over 31,000. And Jefferson County's population is just over 574,000. The Denver and metro area population, however, is nearly 2.9 million. Some customs and traditions at Prospect Valley. We have a school dance that families love to come to. It's full of food and decorations and DJs, and it's a lot of fun. We also hold a grandparent and special persons day once a year where those people get to come into the classroom, and it's a whole fun day. We also have Hall of Fame assembly twice a year. This is where students are recognized for outstanding achievement or growth or demonstrating great behavior. We also support a walk/bike to school day twice a year. And then we have a carnival once a year, which is also another big deal at Prospect Valley. The student council runs a booth where they sell snow cones and nachos, and so it's a big fundraiser for them as well. Next, we have the Spring Fling, which is another big deal at Prospect Valley. There's dinner served, usually it's a spaghetti dinner. There's art displays, and so every student that attends Prospect Valley has art displayed that evening. There's also a science fair and then a great art cake auction. And so families donate cakes and they're pretty outrageous and they go for quite a bit of money. Last year I saw one go for over $200. So it's a great fundraiser for our arts. We also have a talent show, and the staff usually puts together a presentation for that. And then another big fundraiser for Prospect Valley is the Gold Rush 5K and 1K Fun Run. And so it's been going for 8 years. This past year there was over 500 participants, and then we raised over $15,000. So as far as Jefferson County goes, we call it JEFCO for short. The demographics as of 2015 were about 50-50 male and female. 21% of the population were under the age of 18, and 15% of the population was 65 and older. School enrollment has increased by about 2,400 students from 2010 to 2016. The median household income in 2015 was just over 70,000, and I believe more currently it's about 74,000. With almost 8% of persons in poverty. Some of the top employers in JEFCO are the Denver Federal Center, Lockheed Martin Space Systems, National Renewable Energy Laboratory, Exemplo Lutheran Medical Center, and Miller Coors. So this shows JEFCO's race and ethnicity demographics. We are overwhelmingly white, with the second greatest population being of Hispanic origin. And then looking more deeply at just our school's demographics, this was of last school year. So in the left portion, it shows again primarily white, and then second Hispanic, so similar to our district's demographics for ethnicity. And then on the right-hand side, this is our free and reduced lunch eligibility. So we have about a quarter of our students that are eligible for free or reduced lunch. On the left, we have slightly less female students than male. And then on the right, We have a very small population of English language learners. So communication channels. We communicate in so many ways. First, kind of starting off largest is the Jeffco website. It's enormous. We also have a school website, which includes a school calendar, and families utilize that a lot. And then every teacher in the district is also required to have their individual website. And I take that back. They're allowed to have a website with their team if they choose, but they are required to have a website. And then Prospect Valley has a Facebook page, as well as so does Jeffco. In our school, we have weekly newsletters from the principal. It's called The Flash. And then we have weekly emails from each child's teacher. So those are sent home every Monday. Parents are very accustomed to it. Additionally, we email, call, text. Most classrooms use Class Dojo. Face-to-face, obviously, as well. Prospect Valley is very unusual because we have no buses that run to and from our school, which is, like I said, unusual, especially in our district. But that is because of our high in choice enrollment. We have about 3/4 of our students that are choice enrolled, and so they just live too far or in odd places that we don't have busing for them. There's School Messenger, which is a district-wide way to get information out quickly. We also have interpreters available, and I know at previous schools I've been at in the district, I have had interpreters come for conferences, for parent-teacher conferences, and we have those available in at least 8 languages. So this is something, too, that we're able to have documents translated as well. It obviously just requires a little bit of thinking ahead of time. And on the right is the languages that we provide interpreters for. And then finally, our PTA and accountability are very, very strong and prevalent in our community. So some other community groups, we have the Hub, which is a school, it's located in a school in our district where families can go to get basic necessities. Our student council at Prospect Valley supports this once a year. We have a drive where we collect, shampoo and combs and things of that nature. We also have a Power Pack program that's supported by our Applewood Baptist Church nearby. And so this is where students who are in need get a backpack full of food every weekend, and then they return the backpack the next week and it gets filled again. We also have a Wheat Ridge Optimist Club where families receive gifts during the holidays. We also are connected with the Wheat Ridge Rotary Club and other community churches. As far as our leadership, our mayor is Bud Starker, and the Wheat Ridge City Council has 8 members, and I just found this out doing research for this assignment, that 2 of those members have students in my class. So that was really fun to learn. We also have a Board of Education, which includes 5 members that are elected every 2 years. We have a superintendent. His name is Dr. Jason E. Glass. He's been here for about 2 years. He seems very capable, and he's bringing about positive changes. Community leaders' characteristics. So our current board members have deep connections to the school. They either attended Jeffco Public Schools, or they are currently sending or have sent their children to Jeffco Public Schools, and they are Democrats. In 2014, however, we had a conservative board majority that attracted national attention. They supported merit pay for teachers, expansion of charter schools, voucher programs, and other controversial changes. And so actually in 2015, the board majority was recalled. Supporting the 3 members that replaced them was the teachers union, high-profile county Democrats, and parents. Our economic conditions. So in Colorado, we have higher unemployment, decreased wages and higher rents, and those have contributed to more households spending more of their income on housing. Rent and mortgages have significantly increased in the past several years. So for an example, Jeffco, their average 2-bedroom, 1-bedroom bathroom apartment would cost you over $1,300, and it's even more in Denver. The median property value is over $36,000 as of 2016, and that's in Jeffco, excuse me. And then property taxes in Jeffco average between $1,500 and $2,000 per year. And then 71.5% are homeowners versus renters in Jeffco. So just last year, our bond and mill levy passed, which was really exciting. This is a 6-year long project. The bond was a $567 million proposal to address capital improvements needed in the district. This includes 3 schools out of 155 that are getting a new facility, one of which is our school. However, our school is not proposed to be completed until the 2024-2025 school year, so it's a little ways out. This cost for the taxpayer is $1.81 a month for every $100,000 of home value. So it's, not a small increase. And then the mill levy was a $33 million proposal to supplement annual operations in the district, and this will cost taxpayers a little bit more. So these barely passed. We actually didn't think the bond was going to pass. It passed by less than 0.1%. So that was really exciting. Social tensions, fortunately, there are little social tensions at our school. There are some socioeconomic tensions, but definitely nothing out of the ordinary. Parents at our school are very, very vocal. They are strong and they are supportive. And so they're vocal in good ways and, sometimes critical ways as well. Many families have been in the community for generations. Multicultural issues. So there's been a big push in our district to build our school and classroom libraries with culturally rich and relevant content. Our 5th graders do passion projects, and so this is a way for students to share something about their culture, and so they do these twice a year. In the primary grades, there's all about me posters and show and tell in which they can, bring about those cultural ties. And this is definitely something to continue working on as our population continues to change and diversify. We have a strong teachers union in our district. We have 5 board members that are volunteers, which I've mentioned, and then we have 1 superintendent, as I've also mentioned, with underneath of him 2 chief of schools, 1 for primary and 1 for secondary. Then we have 11 community superintendents and then principals underneath of that. Finally, to measure the public opinion, we have our school and family liaison, parent-teacher conferences, public comment period at school board meetings, and then informally before and after school at our hug and go zones and informally at community events. To get surveys, we have a Make Your Voice Heard survey where students are polled. We have a principal survey that staff take and an instructional coach survey that staff take, and then PTA and accountability where staff and community members are involved and make their voices heard there. And I hope you have enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.